what's hard about this is like, yes, I'm getting it off my chest, but the more that I talk about it, the more riled up I'm gonna get. Whereas when I speak about it in therapy, my therapist is there to like bring me back down to reality. But like, this is fucking reality. Good morning. Well, actually, good afternoon. It's 12 o'clock. Last night I slept wrong. Pretty sure I dislocated my elbow, so that's fine. I spent most of the morning trying to get it back into place. I may have been successful. I'm not really sure. I don't know. I want to get ready for the day, and I thought that we could chat because I'm really enjoying this like chatty style vlog. The thing is I have a lot on my mind this morning. Where do I even start? I feel like I just need to get this off my chest, otherwise I'm going to burst like a bubble. With the holidays coming up, you get into so many weird, uncomfortable conversations. You come out of these conversations with people like feeling like crazy. This is something I would usually talk about in therapy, but I had therapy yesterday. You all get to hear it. So like, this is gonna be a lot of me like rambling. So I had a conversation with someone who is like very interested in the Holocaust. Stories of survival are like very inspiring, like very hopeful, right? People always say like, oh, I wonder what I would do if I were in that situation. Would I have that kind of courage? This conversation was like comparing like, oh, what would I do if I were in that situation? And I just don't feel like we're that far off from that situation. Take a look around, you know, like take a fucking look around. I'm trying to say that like, it's really fucking awful what is happening right now with people being ripped away from their families, and there's like no excuse for it. There's like, no, well, they should come here. People used to come here, like, I don't give a fuck. If you watch this and you think you want to be in the comments like, well, but actually, shut up. I don't want to hear it. I don't care. Right now is bad. Like, people are disappearing. Just because you choose to ignore something does not mean that it's not happening. This person's response is like, well, like I say they're kidnapping people off the streets. Oh, well, that's not happening. AI, and like, that's a fake video, and like, you can't believe everything you... I just don't understand why it's like, why you can have empathy for like people and their situations in the past, but you can't be empathetic to what's going on right now. But I guess you can't be empathetic to what's going on right now if you don't think anything is going on right now. If you don't think what's happening is like real. If you think that everything you're seeing is like fucking AI slop videos. Like, what the fuck? You think that like this is a fake video? What are you talking about? This person that I was having this discussion with, and I know, guys, I know, I've been like having conversations like this for 10 fucking years now, you know, at least, arguing with adults. Now I'm an adult arguing with other adults, but it's just like fucking mind-boggling that like you can have all this empathy for people in their situation that's already passed, but you can't see the current events that are happening and be empathetic for these people. I'm sorry, but like, you're choosing to ignore what is happening. And just because you're choosing to ignore what's happening does not mean that it's not happening. It's happening. Do we have to wait until it gets to your neighborhood for you to believe that it's happening? It makes me feel nuts. I feel crazy. And I know there's no like, I know that there's no like winning or like arguing or like getting through to these people, but I always just have like a hope that maybe something that I say will sink in. I don't know. Maybe that's crazy. Maybe that's crazy, and like that's why I'm in therapy. Maybe I'm the problem, right? Not these racist people, right? I'm the problem. I just can't help myself when someone says like, oh, what would I do in that situation? The situation is fucking happening. It's happening. It's happening. Like, just because it's not happening to you doesn't mean it's not happening. Like, I feel crazy, and I know I'm not, but like, oh my god. Oh my fucking god, guys. I've only done my eyebrows. But I guess that worked because I got into the flow of talking. I mean, and I know that being like, what the fuck is not the way to get through to people like this. Is there any getting through to people like this? Is there a fucking light at the end of this damn tunnel? Like, I don't know. I don't know. To sit around and act like there's nothing happening, that nothing's going on, do I feel isolated in my opinions, and my morals, and my values? God damn, it's like, what the fuck? I'm gonna keep getting ready. I just have 2 more things to do. I'm just doing mascara and blush, and then I did my eyebrows a couple minutes ago, 20 minutes ago. But yeah, did I say I think I dislocated my elbow last night, so that's why I'm like not up for doing the whole thing, because I also have to work on Christmas presents, editing, and like I need both of my arms to do both of those things. So I'm going to listen to, I'm listening to the I've Had It podcast. It makes me feel not as isolated in my morals and values. It makes me feel less alone. So yeah, this is like an everyday thing for me. I think they have like episodes that their podcast comes out on every Tuesday and Thursday, so I'm watching their newest episode. But they also have like a news podcast where they release like 15-minute news bite headline updates. Maybe I'll have lunch. I don't know. It's almost 1 o'clock. Have I been doing this for an hour? Just like, this is how I feel, like. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Fun. Great talking to you. Very chill conversation.
In 24. And I'll just sit back and enjoy the Trump economy.
They would never admit, they would say they were moderates, and they would say that, you know, oh, we voted for a gay politician before. I'd go out to drinks with some of my clients sometimes, and then the foxification came out after a couple drinks. They don't believe in climate change, and they think Trump is, I don't agree with the way he says it, but he says exactly how I feel. And it comes out. So there is like active Trumpism that is the cult, but there is a passive Trumpism in white circles that exists in America that country club Republicans adhere to, but they're smart enough in certain social circles, they don't admit it because they know how depraved it is. And that to me is even more insidious than the cultists.
Yep.
They're even saying now, at least in the last time around, they were like, oh, it's going to be great, it's going to be... Elon Musk is like, yeah, at some point, humans won't need to do jobs. That they'll be
Get more anti-AI right fucking now. Like, right now. I'm so serious. I'm telling you.
So that's the job front. They're building these data
and you should listen.
Like
okay, I made another burrito for lunch. So I'm going to eat this and keep watching the podcast I'm watching. I'm editing on my computer right now. But as I do that, I am listening to this podcast I was telling you about, and it's validating everything that I was thinking and feeling. Coming back down to earth, it's just, whew. I do feel more validated, but oh my god. It's crazy. I keep thinking, oh, because my elbow is like popping and cracking, and I keep thinking, oh, it must have popped back into place this time, and then every time I move it, it's like, it's all I can think about right now. My mind is preoccupied with my pain. Ouch. How do you pop an elbow back in to place if it hasn't fully popped out? I don't know if it has or not, but it fucking hurts. Especially, I can't go like this. Oh. Oh. Hi. Hi. Oh, and it hurts to lay down. Like, what am I supposed to do? Stand all day and night? Okay, it is 2:30, I think. 2:30, that should be right. My elbow's not feeling any better. So, my last resort is going to be like violently throwing my arm around until it pops back into place. But usually I wait like at least 24 hours until doing that. This is deeply painful. Ow. Oh my god, ow. And usually this is the kind of thing that would like stop me from recording a vlog, but like I'm determined to make it through. But you will be hearing about how my arm hurts. You will be hearing about it. It's almost 8 o'clock. Here's my plan. I'm going to make a salted caramel milkshake. Doesn't that sound wonderful? Perfect way to end my night. I'm going to rewatch the 4th episode of Heated Rivalry, and then immediately after that I'm going to watch the 5th episode that is going to come out at 9 o'clock. So, I really feel like we're ending this on a good note. I have my milkshake, and I'm about to put my show on, so I'm so excited.